bees in the flowers, birds in the trees, nature's beauty in things like these. Rivers and mountains, valleys so wide, stars in the heavens, deep blue they hide. Everyday artists, the old and the new, color each day a bright golden hue. Now that we know you, our story begins. Come and be with us, artists and friends. Da 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 dum, da da dum.
Miss Polly, what in the world are you doing down there now?
Oh, I'm getting ready for Christmas. Do you know, I like to go out and find natural objects to make Christmas decorations. So that's what I've been looking for.
Oh, that's pretty, Miss Polly. You know, I was wondering, it is close to Christmas, isn't it? I can see all your pretty decorations you got around here.
That's right. It's getting close to Christmas, and artists have to get a little bit ahead. So we've been picking up all of these different things, have the school artists helping.
Oh.
So we went out and found all sorts of things. Now, some people think that those are just dead weeds and grasses, but do you know you can make delightful arrangements out of dried things? And there's all sorts of natural things that you can use at Christmas time.
Oh.
And besides that, it's fun to get out, isn't it?
Oh, it sure is. I like it out in grass like that.
Sometimes some people think that everything is just really dead. But when you pick them and you sort of put them together, you can get some of the most delightful things that you can use. Now look at these. They look like weeds, you know. It's just the way you look at things.
Like wheat?
Weeds. And, well, sometimes there's a little bit of wheat. Look, it's already beginning to look like an arrangement. And, do you know, I've already started decorating with the things that we have, but I need a few other things. So I have a few more things. You see, I've hung you up a wreath here, and everything in it is a natural object. There's pine cones,
yeah,
and cuckleburs and all sorts of things, and I have a red ribbon on it because, you know, Christmas colors are red and green.
Oh, and you have a nice, pretty red suit on there, too, Miss Polly. You know, I noticed when y'all were out there in the field picking up stuff, you know, I noticed y'all picking up some porcupine eggs. You know, I collect porcupine eggs. You want me to show you some of them?
I sure do.
Well, look right down here. Let me get them for you. I got them down here somewhere. Yeah, now look at there.
Oh, Rip. You know, these are not porcupine eggs. That is a sweet gum ball.
Sweet gum ball?
Uh-huh. You look under a sweet gum tree, and you can find these. And this is exactly what I needed. I didn't have near enough. Oh. And I need this milk box that you put them in. And did you collect this, too?
Yeah, I sure did. Now look at that bush.
Uh-huh. I need this little bush, too.
Well, Miss Polly, you just kind of cleaning me out of my collections.
Well, I want to show the school artist a project, and I hope you'll think of something that you can do for Christmas, okay?
Well, let me think now. You say red and green, huh?
Uh-huh.
Well, let's see.
Well, I would like to tell you a few other things. Here is just a thorn bush that's been cut, and I already have some gumdrops on it, and that makes a nice Christmas tree. And you know, I was talking about the dried flowers. Well, I have arranged these, and at Christmas time, sometimes I add a few more gold, or I add maybe a ribbon to it, and your dried arrangement becomes a Christmas ornament. And I have things that I save from year to year, and one of my favorite things is the cathedral up here. That always makes me think of Christmas. Christmas is a delightful time of year. I've started this tree here. It's just cut of paper, and I'm not finished yet. There's quite a bit more to do to that one. I hope you'll think about a tree like this. This is a real live tree, and I've just added ribbons to it for the holiday. You can plant your tree later, or if it is a house plant like this tree, because it's a Norfolk pine. I'll just keep it in my house, but I'll decorate it at Christmas time. Now, let's talk about a good project for you to try. Rip gave me that little bush, and he gave me porcupines and a milk carton. So we'll just make a tree arrangement. Now, I'd like to show you one that I've started here. I have this branch right here, and I have it in a milk carton, and I mixed up plaster Paris and poured it in there. Now, I can either take the milk carton off, or I can cover it with foil. Or I might even paint it. If you decide you want to paint a milk carton, remember when you mix up your paint to put a little bit of dishwashing fluid in it, and it will paint right over the wax in it. Now let's see. Let's start by mixing up something I think you'll enjoy at Christmas. Oh, I have so many things here on the table because, you know, this is the time I start looking through the happy trash and finding ribbons and sequins and glitter. And, you know, red and green are our colors, and I've already started decorating with red and green. But there's two other colors you see at Christmas all the time, silver and gold. And do you know that you can buy tempera paint in the silver and gold? So I have some tempera paint, and when you're mixing up tempera paint, this is a good way to do it. Pour in your paint. This is dry tempera. And then add the water to it. And I'm using this plastic fork to stir with because it has a nice little, the end to it is pretty good for stirring. I'll mix that up, and it has a nice silver color. And it's a pretty good idea to start out with the powder tempera first. If you put water in first, you keep adding powder tempera to it, and pretty soon you have more than you meant to have. And it's a good idea to mix this up ahead, because it takes a while to mix it. And you'll know when it's just right for using when it's about the consistency of melted ice cream. And I like to spread brown paper out wherever I'm going to work. So let's take one of those sweet gum balls. Next, and I have paper here on my board. And let's be sure we have a clean one. Sometimes they get a little bit dusty and dirty. Now, I expect you can find this almost anywhere. You can find them in town and in the country. All right, I'm going to hold it like this, and I'll get my brush and show you how we'll paint it. Have my silver paint right here, and I'll wipe it off as I come out with it and start painting. Now, there's another thing you might do. You might have a large container, and you can dip your sweet gum ball down in this, right down in it, and it would be a quick job. If you do that, I think each one might want to get into line, but I think it's more fun to paint it. And as I paint it, I can study the texture of the sweet gum ball. It has some little holes in there, and those little dark holes sort of are exciting, don't you think? I'll just paint it. I think most children enjoy the silver and gold tempera because it's just so exciting at Christmas time. It just looks so bright. Now, while this is still wet, we will want to go to the next step, and that is putting the glitter on it. So have a place in your room where you can catch the glitter. And I have some gold glitter. All right, now I'm going to hold it right there. And to make sure that the glitter sticks, I want it to be good and wet. And there's another thing that you could do to make sure your glitter will stick. And that's take some Elmer's glue, some kind of white glue, and put the glue on it because it dries clear. Now I want to show you how a sycamore ball looks. So let's put this one over on the paper, and let's take a sycamore ball. As I painted a sycamore ball, I discovered it has a different kind of bumpy texture. Can you see that? Again, I'm working on brown paper. It's a good idea when you're doing something like this to have something like brown paper or newspaper, so it makes for easy cleanup. The glitter could be multicolored, or it can be gold or red or green. Now let's sprinkle glitter on this one. Now, as this dries, I want you to look at my tree. This tree has been sprayed black, and I'm ready to show you how to put the ornaments on the tree. All right, you need to have some little bit of wire, and you need to cut your wire I have some wire cutters here. Now watch how I'm going to put this on here. Twist it, go right on up, and then you're ready to attach it to the branches of the tree. You can use the wire then and attach it to your own little tree. And I hope each one of you will arrange your tree. Now I have some that have loops. Let's just add some more to it until I completely cover this tree. Here's some more over here. I hope everyone will go out and look for a little branch, bring it in your milk carton. If you would rather, you can add sand, or you can put little white gravel in it. This is the time of year that you need to improvise. And you know, be kind of nice. If you've got a silver star, put the star in the top of the tree. And then you might want to take it home and put it in your room. Now I want to put ornaments on this until I cover it completely. I want to show you this tree, how I'm going to finish this. I have crepe paper, and I just will twist it like this to make some more drapes for this tree. Well, I hope that gives you some idea for something you can do for Christmas. And I know you'd like to see whether Rip has come up with an idea for Christmas, so let's go over here to his house and see.
Oh, Miss Polly, I sure did. Now look over here, see?
Oh, let me get this.
You know, you said red and green. Well, that wreath gave me an idea, and I had some red radishes and turnip greens. Yay! Now, see, after Christmas is over, Miss Polly, I'll take that and make me a little salad out of it. Put some salt on it, and boy, that'd be good. You know,
Leaves in the flowers, birds in the trees, nature's beauty in things like these. Rivers and mountains, valleys so wide, stars in the heavens, deep blue they eyed. Everyday artists, the old and the new, color each day a bright golden hue. Now that we know you, our story begins. Come and be with us, artists and friends. Da 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 da.